Hello and welcome to Salone Discoveries with KID-AFAN. We really cover the program come to you today. Mina Ibrahim Temu Kamara. Today we're at the V Hotel beside the Spelling Bee Foundation Sierra Leone. They come up with the 5th National Spelling Bee orientation for participants and parents. And today happen for be the orientation where then go can tell the participants, parents and the public waiting them for expect, then do's and then don't as participants, parents and to the general public for the 5th National Spelling Bee competition. Continue with we as we discover this together.
Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Mr. Abu Bakar Bangua.
The opportunity for us to witness a very important program in this year. We've been doing it for the past 4 years, and those that have been participating knows.
Participants who are not here, like I already said. So, for those who know me, I don't go back on my words. When I say this, I'll do it. So for those participants who are not here, without any excuse, I mean vital excuse, I stated earlier in the group that if a participant flatter the rules or a rule, we will not hesitate to disqualify the participant. So that is why we call the orientation, just so there will be an open floor for questions and answers, and just so we get to understand what we are going into. Yeah?
Dress code: black trousers or skirts and the spelling bee t-shirts. Black trousers or skirts and the spelling bee t-shirts. Representation: no one will be allowed to represent the registered participants. We had that last year. A participant who was registered, I think he was ill, so he got represented by his sister, and she failed woefully. So we don't want that embarrassment to happen again. Punctuality: any participant who comes in a minute after the stated time for the end stage will not be allowed to participate, except the participant has a valid reason with a document proof. Casualty: if a participant mistakenly misplaced their words, the B will replace it with a soft copy. When tags are given today, please handle them with care, for they cannot be replaced if damaged or misplaced. If a participant makes it to the finals, they will be given 20 ordinary tickets to sell to those who may want to come and watch them at the final. Kindly note that the sale of tickets has nothing to do with the results. The sale of tickets has nothing to do with the results. It's just a way to gather your support for the event. It is not compulsory to sell. Participants who qualify for the final will have another set of 100 spellings to go and study. A participant or any party should not in any way attempt to cheat their way into the finals. If anyone is found wanting, means total disqualification and never to participate in any of the events organized by the Spelling Bee Foundation. Rules of the game. So those are just the code of conduct. Rules of the game. Spelling and pronunciation. Spelling and pronunciation. When you are given a word to spell, kindly pronounce before and after spelling. When you are given the word to spell, kindly pronounce before and after spelling. Example, if you are asked to spell the word pneumonia, B Master asks you to spell the word pneumonia, you should and you must pronounce the word pneumonia. The competition proper. Time and chances to spell. Time and chances to spell. A participant has only 40 seconds to spell a word. A participant has only 40 seconds to spell a word. A participant has only 2 chances to start over if they have not completed their spelling. That is why we told you in the subsequent page that you should pronounce a word, spell and pronounce again. How do we know? How do we know that you've completed your spelling? By pronouncing after spelling. So that is why we said you must pronounce your word after spelling. Example, I just want to make an example again. Yeah? If you ask to spell the word mediocre, you must pronounce the word mediocre, spell mediocre, and pronounce mediocre. So that is how we know you've completed your spelling. If a participant starts spelling a word with a specific letter and feels like starting over, they can, but cannot change the letter they have started spelling with. Example, if you are asked to spell the word psychology and you said S-Y, you cannot change S for another letter. So that is why you have ample time to think before you spell. Kindly note that a participant will not be stopped when spelling. You are only given that 40 seconds when you are not spelling a word. No matter how long the word is, there are words you spell more than 40 seconds. A lady from the 4th National Spelling Bee, Khadija, she's here. She was given a spelling. It's a honorific ability in tatibus. Was it that? Okay. What was the word? Hippopotamus quipdalophobia. So there is a word. There are words that you actually take more than 40 seconds to spell. So a participant will not be penalized or stopped when spelling. You only be stopped or you only be timed when you are asked to spell a word and you are not saying anything. So once you have 40 seconds, you tap the bell. That means your time is up. Participant rights. Participant rights. A participant has the right to ask for definition, origin of the word, sentence usage, part of speech of the word pronounced in their 40 seconds. Example, if you are asked to spell Mortina, if you are asked to spell Mortina, you have the rights to ask for the definition of Mortina. You have the rights to ask for the origin of Mortina. You have the rights to ask for a B master to use this in a sentence for you. You have the rights to ask for the origin. Where is the word coming from? You have the rights to ask when was the word first used. It helps participants to spell the word correctly. And you have to ask if there is a need be for that. If you do not understand your word, if there is a need be for that, you have all the rights to ask for that. Yeah? Rounds and elimination. Rounds and elimination. A participant will be asked to spell 10 times on their first standing. A participant will be asked to spell 10 times on their first standing. 200 words we are given to your participant. Kindly note that they will not be asked accordingly, they will be asked randomly. There will be ballot papers that you select from. There is a number there. The number you select is the number they will ask you. You select 10 times on your first standing. In fact, this time, we will not want to constrain, or we will not want the participant to go through some constraints. So what we'll do, we'll provide for you a very comfortable chair. Marks allocation. 5 marks will be allocated if a participant spells a word correctly. 5 marks will be allocated if a participant spells a word correctly. Decision making. Kindly note that a word that has been given to a participant will not be given to another participant. Example, if you're asked to spell a word and you miss it, they will not give that word to another participant, because the other participants will be on their toes to spell that word. So we will not do that. We'll start with another word. Any decision taken by the B Masters is final and cannot be influenced by any organizer or other persons. So I had a discussion with one of our sponsors. He said, well, we don't know how to go for this year, but if we need to go up for every year we are actually organizing the event. So we actually want to a bit stretch our hands forward for this year. So just so you know, that the Spelling Bee Foundation will be sharing 20 million, as in onions, in prizes. Not in a prize, but in prizes. So, first position will have to go with Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary, Student's Companion, Common Mistakes in English, Prata Grammar, Golden Trophies, Golden Medals, a Mantras, Certificate of Appreciation, 2 crates of Maltina, 3 million cash prize, and a feature in the 2024 magazine. So, for the second position, I read again: Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary, Student's Companion, Common Mistakes in English, Writer Grammar, Silver Medal, a Certificate of Award, 2 million cash prize, 1 crate of Maltina, a feature in the 2024 magazine.
We will now go to the next item in the agenda, the introduction of the guest speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, especially our young audience, as a corporate affairs manager of Sierra Leone Limited, I stand before you today with the message that may seem contradictory to what we do as a business. And the theme is Spelling Bee competition is zero tolerance for underage drinking. Let's keep alcohol out of the reach or out of the hands of minors. Parents will agree with me that it sounds contradictory to what we do. They will say, oh, you guys are producing alcohol. But again, you're preaching against handling alcohol. It is our responsibility and our mandate as a responsible company to ensure that the future of our children or of this country is bright. That is why we always stand against it that minors should not be tolerated to go closer to alcohol. Today, as we gather to discuss an issue that affects all, underage drinking. It is a topic that demands our attention, not just as responsible adults, but as a collective community invested in the safety of the future of our youths. To the minors amongst us, I speak directly to you. You are the future leaders, innovators, and change makers of our world. But your potential can be compromised by the dangers of underage drinking. Alcohol, when consumed irresponsibly and at a young age, can have a devastating consequences on your health, education, and relationships. It can impair your judgment, lead to risky behaviors, and even result in addiction.
Alright, we'll get the opportunity for talk to the participants, parents, and as well the organizers for this particular national spelling bee competition. We're at the 5th national spelling bee competition for the 2024, and we do as well get the full coverage about all within the 5th national spelling bee competition entails. Continue with me as we discover this together. Hello and welcome to Salone Discovery. Name and we have a talk with.
My name is Peter Kolka.
Mr. Peter, looking at you don't come today now the 5th national spelling bee orientation. How you feel about and waiting at your expectations from the organizers?
I'm very happy, and I'm someone that have passion for education, want to impact society, want to impact the kids. So I'm very happy for this orientation. I'm looking forward for a fruitful spelling bee competition.
Your message to organizers?
My message to organizers is to maintain integrity, fairness, transparency, and openness, so that others will have believe in the organization as some do believe in the organization, and they will continue to impact the outer world.
So you have been in the competition for a year now. What are your experience as a coach for your kids?
Yeah, my experience, they are in diverse way, and I think the Spelling Bee Foundation has broadened it more and more. And of course, because I've learned new spellings with the kids, and train them more, and I'm that kind of person that in subsequent years to register participants with regards to the National Spelling Bee competition. It's an honor for me, and I'm learning as well because it's a learning platform.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Ambassador Ali Content are the country coordinator for the Orphans Empowerment Society Sierra Leone, and then they are today as an organization, and the organization self send participants for participating at the 5th national spelling bee. And we can tell we experience throughout where they don't send participants at the 5th national spelling bee.
Yes, and then I think a very good one for we as an institution, because this as an organization, that's what we try for work towards, providing equitable space of a equal opportunity to begin the way we know say they're all now and orphans. So that's why we don't send participants them from the last edition to this edition, and who participate they don't perform extremely well, because it's not only about winning that many perform well, but from past experience we go very far way up to the finals. So I think that is a very good one for we as an institution, and we also to the spelling bee, because this is a very great opportunity for us to say we move them picking out of the homes and for let them ensure say they self they mingle with other people in our society. So that's why we welcome initiatives like this, and that's why we also concern we own participants them for ensure say them self able for mingle with other picking them way outside. We not in our home them for let them go, ensure say themselves show out their capacity and the capabilities then we then get when they within their homes there.
Okay, as an institution we wanna prioritize education, of course wanna choose education. How wanna come about wanna selection of them participants here for let them come, because now they work with a lot of orphanage homes. experts?
Yes, and we can probably they try for go with the concept of what in the events they about, and we can scale the beginner because we know not to just for sin, as you can say, because we also want there with the organization name and the orphanage and also the picking them. We are sure say they're able to participate very well, so we team can go out there with social workers there for ensure say they test them picking their ability due to the standard with the spelling bee can set, and also we can carry that same model in at the different homes them, whereby we can get them selection of them picking them from there we self do finals, and then we can able for get the one they will can send for can participate.
All right, so in your message towards the 5th National Spelling Bee, any expectations from the organizers?
Yes, and my expectation on those will being that the organizer they do extremely well from the last edition up to this one. And we know this is the 5th edition, so we know it's very big, and I think that's why we also come very big this time, because we sent for 2 categories, the junior, secondary and the senior, and we also do have a gender balance whereby we send a female and both male. So that's the tell you for say we prioritize education at those, and then we also glad for the spelling bee for giving the opportunity for let them picking that way for participate. So as an institution we want to tell them thank you, and also to everybody out there, their sponsors and people also they watch. These are initiatives that way we need for sponsors, because this now an initiative the way they try for build the future generation of young people them, and also of picking them, and we know one organization we're so paramount about picking them. So that's why you see whenever they happen with the ensure say we not only they send the participants them as the home managers and come with them, but we also as an institution they come because we love whether they participate in short kind of events, and as an organization would they be very feel proud for ensure say we give them picking the better life for them deserve, and one of their issues and they were for ensure say we try for incorporate them into society. And so that's why we tell very big thank you to the Spelling Bee Foundations, Cultures, Commander and team, and everybody within the Spelling Bee for this great opportunity.
Thank you, talk Salonediscoveries.
Yeah, thank you.
Ambassador Idrissa Bangura, now one of the oldest person where they send participants now the Spelling Bee Foundation since its existence, and today they are now the 5th edition orientation. Ambassador, tell me about your experience throughout your 5 years and up to date.
Well, my experience is then great because I don't give children opportunity. Since me get an NGO where they deal with speaking and less privilege, then a great opportunity where I don't give to them over the years for let them partake, for let them learn more words, for let them socialize, meet with children from around the country. So my experience so far, as I started, an opportunity seeing my own kids participating, the children participating. This is 5 years I could recall. 5 years now. Over the 5 years I started from day one. I've been into it. I don't join the team. Me picking them, although they never win, but I mean joining the team alone, participating alone is a huge blessing. I must say, is a huge blessing, and this organization has been a blessing to this country. I must admit. Wallahi, they've been giving chances, opportunities for children. You know, they are not picking. They're not a pick kusai komot. This is one thing about them. Anywhere they accept every child. Every child matters to them. So they don't give me picking up opportunities, and the experiences have been great. Not just because they send as a coach, somebody where they send picking them for can spell, but again as an early childhood educator that is more particular about children learning spelling, writing, that is the literacy and the likes, and listening. Exactly, because we get picking in a classroom that cannot write, even at the age, we get certain age, like when a picking dog reach like 8 years, like class 3, if we're able to read and write constructively, efficiently. But right now as I talk to you, we get more picking them in the classroom that cannot read and write. So this initiative of the Spelling Bee is a very big one, is a welcoming one, is worth supporting. So it's a great experience so far.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, so we don't get one of the senior organizer, and we can tell you name and position and waiting, then they expect, and as well waiting the public for expects for the 5th National Spelling Bee competition.
Hello, my family. My name name is Zainab Alimatu Ajami. We're an executive member from the National Spelling Bee Foundation. Me and the district coordinator for this organization. As we all know, this is an organization where they work for the past 4 years now, coming to 5 years. So this year spelling bee, as we all know, for the last 4 years them it has been credible, free and fair. So same way, so we get to expect the same thing this year, and we ask the people for support. We as we serve the naya for we help for build the small one day now the country, because now then are we future. So we get for start for do this to what they call transparency, and from then small side there now they it start. So as we the big one the way they try for implementing here, we the start for let we be the change where we want when a free and fair spelling bee. So let the people and stay glue, let them be ready for go support the picking them una come in huge number and go support them picking there for lay una see the goodness where we serve the spelling bee they do. One thing one following una know the family this spelling bee are not to for lay the picking and just know how for spell. We they make for let them picking there for let them be good public speaker, good writers them, eloquent people them now the society now from them small side there now do we they start. So as always una expect just the best, the absolute best from the National Spelling Bee, nothing else, nothing much. Una always just expect way above waiting una they expect, because we can go overboard of the expectation una can get from we.
All right, thank you very much. That now all you don't get from the organizers and the people that represent now this year National Spelling Bee. We're at the 5th National Spelling Bee Orientation Day now the View Hotel. Of course, you don't get all the star prizes with the organizers and the CEO and executive director Mohamed Kashof's commander don't mentions to the publics within them for expect, and as well the do's and don'ts of participants and parents and to the public as well. Plenty thank you where you take your time to discover this together. Plenty thank you to our camera operator Abubakar Tarali and to executive producer Dr. Aisatu Kakejalo. Till we meet again for another exclusive Salone Discoveries. Me, Ibrahim Temu Kamara, the report.